Even if you're gooning to me, I might be a little bit flattered, but just don't tell me about it. It's kind of weird. It's a little bit weird. Post-gooning equals gooing. Oh my god. It can be. It can be. No, there's nothing like gooning with friends. Like, I know we call my community the Coomer Nation and all, but like, what is going on in my... Usually we have like, you know, 1 or 2 people in chat who are like being Coomerific. Everybody in chat is tonight. What is up with y'all?
Mine named Tipster recently when she like I just clicked a random timestamp and I heard a friend of mine named Tipster. So that takes me into our next segment. Listen, guys, the money well has dried up. I know I just told you we're financially good and we're going to take a break for a little while, but the cash cow has gone silent. Tipster has come out, chat, and he has admitted that he is finding it more fun to be a Resident Evil streamer who streams to 5 people than to make me money. No! You're supposed to be a cow! I'm supposed to milk you! What are you talking about?
Making content is much more enjoyable when you're working on projects you actually find interesting. My current work may not net the highest viewership or maximize my revenue earning potential, but I'm actually enjoying making content again. And for me, that's far more rewarding. Thank you to those of you who stuck it out with me during this recent shift in direction. I know this content isn't for everyone, but to those of you still here, I genuinely appreciate you. And thank you for joining me as we explore the world of survival horror.
I'm so sorry, guys. We have no more content. Tipster's quit and become a Resident Evil streamer, and as of 5 days ago, he was happy with that decision.
People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Oh! Whoa! No! What's going on, chat? What do you mean he was happy 5 days ago? Where did all this...
Asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer.
He's back!
Now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Oh, he unprivated everything! Oh, fuck, dude. The return of the king! He's back, ladies and gentlemen! Tip10 is back, and he's uploaded everything. Dude, did he delete the Loli video? Is that still gone? Yeah, I think it's all the post-Keffels arc. I don't think he left the Loli video. But he started throwing these ones back. The Keffels cancellation takes an unexpected turn. This is my favorite one. Oh! 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 Oh!
So chat,
this is... I can't get over the fact that this was the image he wanted to portray.
we've got some news regarding Keffels, the streamer known as Keffels. And this is actually some interesting news. I remember seeing this, like...
Dude, he was already globbing on the fucking T, by the way, at this point, the HRT.
Crossed my path when it was first tweeted.
We didn't know. We had no idea he was in Keffels' camp at this point, right? When was this? We had no idea. Yeah, this was in March. This was like a week after he got into his fight with us. We had no idea he left our community chat. He'd been going around telling everyone, yeah, I left the commentary community. We didn't even know he was gone.
Thinking, like,
we didn't know he was gone.
That's pretty insane. I'm going to actually read the tweets to you guys, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on this whole situation as we go along. But let's go ahead and let's just dive right into the tweets. These were tweeted out on February 21st. Like I said, I'm a little bit late to the game on this one, but I did want to cover it and, you know, just kind of give my thoughts. So Keffels tweeted out the following. In the next few days, I will be admitted to rehab. The doctor said that because of the drugs I'm addicted to, without...
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm fucking this up. Dude, I haven't been streaming that long. I don't know what I'm doing.
What is Bunty King to you?
I'm sorry.
Supervision. The doctor said that because of the drugs I'm addicted to, without medical supervision, detoxing will kill me. I will be off social media for 30 to 45 days while I work on getting better. Thank you to all my friends and fans and supporters for staying by my side.
Does somebody know, is this COVID related? And if it is, what do we do about it?
My actions, I am deeply sorry. I'm making a commitment to work towards being a better person. I don't want to let anyone down. My YouTube channel will still be active. but I have no involvement. My editors are going through old streams to ensure the channel stays active in my absence, and I have seen that. They're continuing to upload content to the channel on their behalf. I love you all. I am a hurt person who was hurting. I would use this controller for me to break this cycle. The Leon, look at that ass, chat. That's a nice fucking ass right there, right? I would love to have that sweet ass in my hands while I play some RE2 Remake. Don't judge me. Don't fucking judge me, all right?
The average tipster stream.
I can sense you judging me, okay? This wrong. I do not expect anyone to accept my apology, but I am. Oh my god, somebody's gonna clip that. To be a better person and to beat my addiction. Thank you all for your kind words, emails, and DMs. Okay, so that's basically what they put.
Whose soundboard is it? He didn't soundboard once. That was all me. I was every soundboard on that one, chat. It was supposed to be not like listen toable, dude. You walk up to Keffels, you're like,
does somebody know, is this COVID related? And if it is,
what do we do about it?
Like, shocking for a lot of people, right? This was shocking for a lot of people because, like, you know, I don't think anybody knew. Maybe her inner circle knew, but I don't think anybody outside of her inner circle knew that Keffels had.
Thank you so much, Musty. I will read that stuff in a minute.
This, like, addiction problem. I know that there had been talks of her having addiction problems in the past, but I don't think a lot of people knew that this was still a thing. And my understanding, I could be
Bunty King. Nicholas
so there's a reason we're watching this addiction thing. He's going to get to the big point right now.
I'm totally wrong about this. So if anybody in the chat knows otherwise, correct me if I'm wrong. But I have seen some people on social media saying that apparently the addiction in question is in relation to cocaine. She had a cocaine addiction, right?
It was actually meth, chat.
And I know what a lot of people are expecting. There are a lot of people are probably expecting me to, like, have a laugh at their expense and shit on them. And
what does he expect? Guys, chat, why is Tipster looking at this from a different lens?
Stuff like that.
What could he be thinking about?
Anybody who's expecting me to do that obviously doesn't know me. Addiction is a hard thing.
Weasley fuck.
Have both you and Shed on my monitors because I am a child of divorce and I refuse to disappoint you too.
Thank you so much. Now, you guys might have heard this quote from a popular edit that I did, and this is the raw, if you're wondering. We haven't had this for a couple weeks.
Addiction is a hard thing to deal with.
Chat. Chat, do you remember that quote? Do you guys are you guys having a memory moment?
He doesn't know me. Addiction is a hard thing to deal with, right? I've had people who've dealt with addiction in my family, you know, uncles of mine who've had drug addiction.
I always do the possible.
I want you to know that there's not one of these. He made 2 of these videos where he did the exact same thing, where he'd defend Keffels and then go into a whole song and dance about how he defeated alcoholism. And that's why he looks at this differently.
Dad had an alcohol addiction, which is funny because I always said that I would never fall into the trap that my dad...
He doesn't fall into the trap, right? But sometimes we do those shot streams. Yeah.
I did. And then I got an alcohol addiction. I've talked about this before, so to anybody who doesn't know about that, yeah.
I remember the clip from the convo that we had where I'm like, dude, what about your alcohol? Yeah, you know what? Fuck you, Nick. How about that, buddy? Fuck you. I'm leaving.
Yes, I've talked about the fact that I had an alcohol addiction. More specifically, my issues with alcohol stemmed from me being in a very dark place mentally, mental health wise.
Oh, that makes it make. Okay, I'm so sorry, Tipster. You were in a horrible place mentally. By the way, he kind of alluded. Now, this is obviously not definitive, but he kind of alludes to the fact that, like, this was because of Salvo. Because he's like, last year I was in a really tough place. And it's like, the only reason he was in a tough place is because he's too retarded to not respond to Salvo. And I think partially he blamed us for his alcohol addiction. Because we didn't just sit there and fucking baby him every single day while Tipster just fucking put his head down and went to war.
Seeking treatment for my mental health problems.
I'm so sorry, chat. I forgot. My bad. We actually have a... My bad, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. We're back. I just had to do that. I'm gonna look and see if I can find this clip. What is this one?
Right. The other thing I want to do really quickly before I wrap up this segment is I do want to apologize to some of my friends who I care a lot about. One of those friends being Keffels. When I tweeted the tweet with my criticism of H3, I did try to tweet it in a way.
I have like tons of these.
Most of you guys probably already know what happened. The reason why I kind of.
Oh, that's an actual VOD from a live stream. What is this one?
All right, guys. So as you know, there's been a lot of people on the internet making a big deal about the fact that Chris Tyson from the MrBeast crew came out as gender non-conforming recently, and they're trying to like. He's bringing up the Shad-based stuff. I don't know if I've heard anything about Shadman and Chris being friends. I know there was a controversy involving the fact that Chris allegedly owned, like there was a picture he posted on Twitter of him owning like a piece of artwork by Shadman. And I've seen the artwork in question. I'm not going to show it on stream for obvious reasons. But the artwork looked like it depicted someone who was of adult age.
Somehow Tipster made like the most pedophilic sounding argument in this entire drama and nobody is talking about it. The fact that this is currently an ongoing situation and this guy isn't getting bulldozed for saying that the child looks like a fucking adult on MrBeast's wall will never... My brain explodes. The fact that he sat here the entire... Can I make this louder? Let me make this loud. I can't believe that this clip didn't go viral. I can't... It's because he's laying low. It's the only reason. This is like the most pedo-sounding argument.
And I've seen the artwork in question. I'm not going to show it on stream for obvious reasons. But
she's missing a tooth and has braces. Tipster thinks that's what adults look like.
Her work looked like it depicted someone who was of adult age. It looked like somebody who was very petite, kind of like a Belle Delphine type figure. It might have even been a drawing of Belle Delphine. I'm not really sure.
Dude, it looks like a child. It must be Belle Delphine who's an adult because she's short. Are you mad at short women?
It was something to that degree, right? And so, I mean... My issue with that was Shadman's a very controversial figure, okay? Very controversial. They have drawn some really fucked up shit in the past, okay? And so I will say this. I wouldn't be...
It's not the kind of artwork I like, guys. I'm just going to defend it all.
Supporting Shadman. I don't know if he purchased that artwork or just printed it out or something like that.
Who is Bunty King?
He probably didn't buy it even though the tweet said that he did.
I wouldn't be signal boosting or supporting Shadman's work because of his history. But either way, like I've seen the artwork, and I don't personally think the artwork is anything questionable. It's just the connection.
This was not the "Is this image Loli" controversy. It was a different one. I don't know. Do I have what is this one?
Like I'm not trying to shit on her for being a small creator. We all start at zero, okay? We all do. But like, how sad is the start of your streaming career if the highlight of your career is people talking about you admitting to jerking off to drawn images of kids in sexual situations?
I think he's retarded, man. I don't think he has any self-awareness. I feel like that's just a given at this point. It's like beating a wounded animal with a stick, because you could just play clips like that and you go, oh, I'm feeling bad for this guy. Oh, I don't know if he can control this. Oh, what is this one?
Cameron Gerard Davis is a child predator that has molested hundreds of children.
Okay, Jesus. He was going to send that to him, but I stopped him from sending that. He was really into that whole Camden thing. I actually was the guy who convinced him that it was not cool. Yeah. What else do we got here? I want to find the edit for this video that we're playing right now. And I don't know where to look. When did we have our falling out? It would be the November folder, I think.
Nicholas DeOrio took the time at his computer desk to draw my choker on
his computer. Cut off. Don't say his full name.
What is this?
Hey chat, Rapester here.
Ah! No, AI, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. This was the AI times.
What is up, guys? Tipster here, and I just got the news that infamous YouTube pedophile EDP 445 is at it again. Apparently, he was caught having inappropriate.
That's not the real caption, I don't think. I think think this one is real. That's how I think I look when I'm smoking a cigar. Okay, well, definitely not the one with the... Not with that. What is this?
But I think it's really silly that there's so many people who are mad about this whole ordeal because they can't accept that, yes, trans people drink beer too. And I don't have a problem with that because I prefer to treat all people like people. Cheers.
Hi. Yep. That's me. And you're probably wondering how I got myself into this situation. Well, it all started when I let a transgender from the ultimate goth mom.
I don't know if I ever put that one out. What is it?
Fuck, man. Sorry for the...
Oh, no, we're not playing any AI because I don't know what's gonna come out. All right, this was all private memes.
And I just kind of want to put this out there, put out my side of what happened, and kind of share my story. Now, most of you guys...
Wait, what is this one? Final compilation 1. Dude, Tipster when an e-girl says they need help. Dude, we were grinding. Oh, I found it!
Addiction is a hard...
Oh, God.
I really like you.
Why? What is this video? Whoa! No, I know. Listen, chat. Everyone knows this fucking door, okay? Whoa! That was a close... Ah! Ah! Hi, all future employees.
Can I say something to you, Nick? I really like you. Why?
God. What is this?
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a I'm bleeding. Cut my life into...
This is why I don't delete videos, dude. Everything is so fucking kino. This is great. I love this for me. Oh, Edwin 1. This, I think I use this as a stream intro, but I don't think it has the music, right?
Is this really...
Today
Loli?
we're gonna talk about an idiot cheater. His name? Salvo Pancakes.
Oh, Christ.
Can I say something to you, Nick?
All right,
really
there's
like
a 10% chance that when I pull this up, it's going to be Jalen screaming a racial slur.
Dirty Nick.
Ah! Okay, so that was 100% chance that when I click that, it would be Jalen screaming a racial slur. I cut it. I saved it. Are we still green? Chat, are we still green? Are we green? Yeah, we're green. Okay. Okay, I saved that. I knew there was a chance that that would happen. Oh, God. What else is here?
Boys, I'm here, and I'm here to let you know that I will not be live until Sunday. I know, it's a little bit pointless to make an announcement video to say something that I could just easily say in the next video, but I'm on spring break, so I'm here in Arizona. I'm not going to tell you exactly where I am because there's just no reason to do that, obviously.
Who's that guy? I don't know, dude. History doesn't remember him fondly. All right, we've had enough fun going through memory lane. I don't think there's anything else in here that's super important. I think there was one thing, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. Is it this one?
Before I move on, let me make this crystal fucking clear. I do not like Loli.
Oh, this isn't the version with the music, is it? The one with the music was so much better. Where it just starts ramping up and getting crazier and crazier. This is the cut. It just doesn't have the music. Chat, what song should I put into this to try to, like, bring it back?
Oh no!
What is this?
With sensitive society or whatever. What did Pat?
Oh, it's Pat guy. I was wondering if it was a leaked phone call that I had. Yeah, the one with the black and white was the good one. I just don't know if I have it because this is. Yeah, it is. It's the cut that someone asked for this video. I just don't know if I have the one with the music. Let me see. Let's just use Transgender. That's a song that works for this.
A person? Who is Bunty King? Nicholas DeOrio?
Before I move on, let me make this crystal fucking clear.
Oh, don't lag. Hello.
I do not like lolly content. I do not approve of the creation or consumption of lolly content, and I do not defend lolly content under any circumstances. I have never defended the existence of lolly content, and I never will.
I have never received explicit images from any underage individual. I have never sent explicit images to any underage individual. I have to groom an underage individual or take advantage of.
That was a good edit. I'm sorry. That was a good one. All right, let me just run through all this. So yeah, Tipster's back. I guess that's the main thing I want to say. But this is the original VOD where he starts where he just goes on a whole song and dance about how Keffel isn't a bad person because he had an alcohol addiction he conquered in 3 months.
I would use alcohol to kind of like numb my pain, I guess you could say, right? And so oftentimes what I would do is I would go through like, you know...
That guy's back in tournaments? No, he can't be back in tournaments. All the guys who were defending him and saying they weren't defending him said that he wasn't going back in tournaments, and that's not what it's about. And it's just about shaking his hand and giving him a firm handshake as they welcome him back to the community. No, that's not true. You must be mistaken. Everyone specifically said that he wasn't going to be attending events. Yeah. Oh, now you're going to lag on me.
I would go through like, you know, a pretty decent sized bottle of high proof liquor, you know, every 2 days. So I'd get myself like, usually it was whiskey or tequila or something like that. I'd get myself a bottle of something. It would last me 2 days. And then
Tipster is Bizarro Boogie.
You know, on the 3rd day, I'd have to buy another bottle. Right. And
yeah, it's Boogie if he never even got famous to begin with. That's where Boogie would be right now if he was never graced with being fucking famous for a short time.
And like, it wasn't a very healthy way to deal with my depression. I spent a lot of money on alcohol doing that shit. And, you know, lucky for me, I was able to beat my addiction. Now
Dude, he was addicted like fucking 6 months before this. He went to a therapist who's like, you should stop drinking. And he's like, oh, yes! Yes! That's how I think it went down, at least. Why is it lagging right now? My internet's fucking crazy. 422. Hello, Tipper. This guy's such a moron. True. Never thought of that. Yeah, I mean, he just defeated his, yeah. Didn't Zero win a lawsuit? No. He did not win any lawsuit. That's not how that went down at all. I've never seen someone win a lawsuit where their own friends have to take down all the videos they made talking about it. Have you ever seen a video, a lawsuit that ends where they definitively win and then all the people take down the video talking about the guy who lost the lawsuit?
with my depression, I spent a lot of money on alcohol doing that shit. And, you know, lucky for me, I was able to beat my addiction. Now I have a healthy relationship with alcohol where, like, you know, I can have a drink from time to time to have fun. Sometimes we do the shot streams and we can have some fun doing those. And I don't fall into the trap, right?
Dude,
you know, getting back into that lifestyle. But you know, before that, it was rough. I was like in a really bad place, and I was handling.
Not only does he have a healthy relationship, his first example he was considering is that he does shots front stream like a prostitute for money.
A lot of money.
You know, Jake Weddle could really learn something from this guy. All right, you don't have to do a fucking challenge. Okay, you could become an alcoholic and then spend all your money in casino.
Mental health stuff in a very unhealthy way. You know what I'm saying?
What is Bunty King to you? A person? Who is Bunty King? Nicholas DeOrio?
True. 19 years as a bartender, what these nerds consider alcoholism is adorable. I will give Tipster credit, though. I do think he had a problem. I mean, when you vomit on stream, something is wrong. Like, when vomit explodes out of your mouth while you're streaming, that's an issue. I don't know why anyone would put themselves in a position to be that embarrassing. So I'm sure he had a problem. I think this is hilarious. So Tipster still drank after beating his addiction. Does Keffel still do drugs after she beats hers? Probably. And I bet that... Has anybody been accused of domestic violence in his community? Because there's a funny joke to be made trailing off of that. I'm not sure why this one video is lagging. It's not... Everything else is working. Claims he'd finished a handle of liquor in like 2 days. I mean, that just means that you guys aren't trying hard enough, all right? If that guy can absorb a lot of liquid, okay, I know, I'm a fat person too, but, yeah, I don't know. I think that you guys just don't try hard enough. I think Tipster is an attainable goal for everyone to reach. Anyways, that's really the main factor. By the way, this was Jake the Weddle when he was when he had worse hair, surprisingly, and before he started doing the whole bisexual Hassan Piker hair thing.
Appreciate the opportunity that I had it, and I had it for so long. So if you thought that this was going to be an exposed video, haha, no it's not. If you thought I was going to sit here and be like, oh, Jake the Viking sells beard jelly to children, that's not what I'm doing, okay? Because me and Jimmy actually left on very good terms. I met...
Yeah, he just tortured you. We left on great
Jimmy
terms.
Before I left, he understood where I was coming from. I understood where he was coming from. There's no...
And people are like, well, Nick, I mean, he was afraid of Jimmy. Like, you don't have to say this. Jimmy doesn't have a gun to your head and say nice things about me. You just can just not talk about it.
Bad vibes either way. I'm good. And I appreciate the
torture was after he left. So he came back a year later and did that. And then he went on a podcast that we watched last night on. By the way, he got fired because he asked for him and his black employee to be paid more and gave him an ultimatum, and they fired him. They didn't leave on good terms, so he's lying in that argument. But then he does a different podcast in 2023 that we watched last night. The clip's not up yet, but if you were here, you saw it, where he recants, like, he's talking about the whole situation as like fondly. Okay, the whole thing fondly. And this is 2 years after the torture. So it seems pretty on brand with the stuff he was saying here. I don't know if this clip is in that 1 year gap between the time that he was fired unceremoniously for being a writer or offered to do a torture challenge for money to survive. But both times were negative exits, and he went and glazed Jimmy
What
anyway.
is Bunty King to you? A person? Who is Bunty King? Nicholas DeOrio?
This one's going to be... I actually got a free copy of this game, and I haven't redeemed it yet because it's on the Epic Games Store, and fuck the Epic Games Store. I do not care about the Epic Games Store. But apparently it's a good game because it was rated 3 stars because it lacked inclusivity and diversity. And I was looking through the replies here, and I'm just like, what the fuck? The article says diversity lacking is a lack of female characters and bosses. Women make up half the given population, and representation would be logical. Why? Why would it be why? That's like an insane thing to take points off for. That's like really funny. Game based on... Let me see. I saw one comment that was just fucking out of pocket, and I don't know if I'm gonna find it again. It was somebody asking about like what kind... They're monkeys. Like, what kind of diversity would you expect? And then some guy wrote like, I'm in big trouble if I respond. I disavow, obviously, but I was looking for it because it was in another universe. I found that joke to be quite funny. You mad, bro? Dappy want mint. Chat, should we get some Dappy emotes? Should we get Dappy minting emotes ahead of the Nerd City War? Holy fuck, dude! Thank you for the gifted.
I really like you.
Jesus Christ. I'll catch up on donos after I kind of go through the news before we get into the priming stuff. Jake Weddle, not his last video.
I really like you. Why?
Not moderating his Discord is the worst. I think this is the tweet. I don't know. Can I tell the story? So I tweeted this out the other night. I'm not going to mention any names, but someone added Nerd City.
Why?
And Nerd City flew into their replies and went off the handle because they got tagged in this tweet and called them a concerned troll. Like, I don't know. I don't have the DMs. I can't pull them up, so it doesn't even it doesn't matter if I tell you. But yeah, Nerd City flew off the handle because I made a joke saying the worst thing Pyro has ever been accused of is not moderating his Discord.
I really like you.